This morning we start with the last full trailer of new supplies. All of our doors and trim have arrived. They look beautiful. We're gonna get them in the house.
Our door and trim package finally arrived this morning. We went ahead and moved everything inside here into the great room, and unfortunately now what we're looking at and dealing with is a big pile of what appears to be pickup sticks.
Yeah, we can't make sense of this at all. So we're gonna spend the afternoon getting everything organized so we know what we're doing tomorrow when it's time to actually install this.
All right, Mama, you ready?
Yep.
Well, it's probably been a while for you. You haven't played pickup sticks since back when you were a kid in like 1971, right? Grab that side.
I'm 3 months older than Jeremy.
Oh.
3 months.
Let's keep it real, Melissa. Let's be honest. No hashtag misinformation. The people know. The people know the truth.
Stop with these.
Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to grab that in. Ma'am, lend a helping hand, would you?
I'm gonna hurt you. So real quick before we go any further, we want to talk to you about what we chose for doors and trim. We wanted everything to match, so we went with the Naughty Alder. We had it all hand scraped and stained to match our cabinets exactly so that everything goes together really nicely.
Can't wait to see it. It should look great. Smash my toes. So I've officially decided that at this point, anytime we have work to be done in here by Melissa and myself, I'm gonna go with no shoes, so long as it's safe. Because for one, she went ahead and cleaned the floor throughout the house. Looks great. We want to try to keep it that way if possible. And also, I just want to see how this feels underfoot, walking around. That's how we're going to spend most of our time here in the house. So it's getting used to things.
We probably should have moved this in here before.
It's okay, made it work. Because you know I'm all about that.
No travel.
Okay, we got that entire pile of pickup sticks organized. The baseboard is left in the master bedroom. We have everything left behind here in the great room for all of our doors. The window casing trim is set in the boys' bedroom, and it's still somewhat early in the day. So we're thinking that at this point, we'll knock out some of the tinier projects that are kind of hanging over our heads here in the house, like the accent piece that still needs to be attached on the hood vent over our eventual stove.
It's bronze. It's your favorite.
Melissa won this battle. We are going with the bronze instead of tactical black.
Why do you keep asking me that? I think it's like, yeah, it's warm and it's different. It's different than what you normally see. I like it.
It's different. It's fine. Like I said, as long as you like it. We can always swap it out again. It's just 2 screws. We get the accent bar for the hood vent set in place. I think now we're gonna go around. I'm gonna cut out the holes in our floor for all of our heat and AC terminals. It needs to be done. I've been putting it off way too long.
What do we not put down at the event?
Barbie shoes.
Barbie shoes, that's a good start. After every project, we just need to hire Miss Kira to come in and clean it up.
She's doing a good job.
Yeah, and she likes it. I want to enjoy mopping like Kira enjoys mopping.
I wish I loved anything as much as Kira loves mopping. All right, Mom, I'm done. You done?
I'm done. It's gonna be an early morning tomorrow. Today is the start of our door and trim journey. So if you guys have been with our channel for a while, you will remember that Jeremy and I actually completely stink at hanging doors. In fact,
I'm right here.
Sorry, all of the doors inside the tiny home rub a little bit. And the one and only door that we installed here inside the house, it rubs a lot. So to avoid that from happening in the future, we've decided to get some help from an actual Finnish carpenter. Meet our friend Donnie. So Donnie is here to make sure that we actually get all of our trim up and our doors up. These doors are extra complicated because they aren't pre-hung. In fact, we have to assemble all of the doors. That's Donnie. So he is busy getting all of the boxes and all of the door stops installed. Once we get that done, we will get to hanging doors. So Donnie has gotten all the door boxes assembled and installed in the rough openings. It looks so good to not have those 2x4s showing. It's just one last unfinished surface that is now covered. We also put in one door just to basically see what it looks like and get kind of a template for the way the rest of these doors are gonna go, but looks really good. I'm super excited about it. We're gonna hold off on installing any more doors because it just makes it a little bit more tricky when we're doing all of the trim and carrying in baseboards and things like that. We don't wanna scratch it. So we're gonna hold off on putting any more of these up, but next step is to start working on the window casing. So quick change of plans, we've actually decided to hang one more door, the bathroom door, because even though we don't have a handle for it yet, it still offers a little bit of privacy that we haven't had yet.
Melissa needs it.
And headphones.
So we have a door on our toilet room, which is huge. It'll offer up some privacy for all of us when we come in here to take care of a little bit of business. And there is no rubbing. Melissa's happy about a little bit of privacy. Opens, closes, no issues, and that's all thanks to Donnie, not myself, because if I put this door in, would have been a problem. So happy to see this in here.
As chill and relaxed as Kenji appears to be, he does struggle with separation anxiety. Kenji has always been home with us, and so when we do pack up and leave for the day, he can get pretty anxious. Separation anxiety is something that many pet owners face, and it's actually gotten worse over the last couple years as all of us spent more time at home but are now transitioning back into the world. 50% of dog owners believe that their dogs suffer from separation anxiety, and that can include barking, howling, chewing up your house, even attempting to escape.
Cradle is a dog supplement company focused on helping dogs live a stress-free life. Their easy-to-use natural calming products make any instance of separation easier on both you and your pets. Cradle offers bundles specifically for separation stress, but they also have bundles for other common stresses such as fireworks, thunderstorms, and road trips. We love Chiller's long-lasting hard chews and all-day calming bones because they keep Kenji both occupied and calm while we're away. Cradle products are designed to be easy to use. They're all single-serve and perfectly portioned by dog weight. All products are thoroughly tested for purity and potency. Their CBD-based products contain a broad spectrum of CBD from the highest quality American-grown hemp with no THC.
And something that we absolutely love about Cradle is how they give back to rescue heroes. They are partnering with some incredible organizations from around the country. They're giving out some free Cradle samples and also some calming adoption kits to help ease dogs into their forever home. For 20% off your order of Cradle products, go to cradlemypet.com/goodsimpleliving and use promo code GoodSimpleLiving at checkout. You can also shop on Amazon or visit your local Walmart or pet store to pick up some today. That's cradlemypet.com/goodsimpleliving to get 20% off your order when you use our promo code GoodSimpleLiving. Today our concrete guys are working on a series of drains around our house. It's very loud and very dusty and we need to stay out of the way, so we decided to take today and go shopping for some alternate heating options for our house because, well, it's North Idaho and winter is coming soon.
Your destination is on the left.
All right, so I'll admit I was not happy about having to come down here to do some shopping, but now that we're here, I see that this place also sells spas, so I'm excited.
So we decided to go with a wood stove because it's what we're familiar with and it's how we designed the house. So we're going to be putting this in the front corner of the great room. We found this one online and we love it. However, it is not in stock. And so far, we have not been able to convince them to sell us a floor model. So we're gonna maybe get on the list, but I'm gonna see if Jeremy likes any of these other stoves before we pull the trigger on that one. So this is another option. It's the same brand, but it's definitely a lot more intricate looking. I like it. I think it fits that whole cabin style. Do you like it, Jeremy?
Not a fan. Not personally. I like the other one better.
He's not a fan. All right, moving on. So we're supposed to be in here peeking on a wood stove, and I keep losing Jeremy. Look where he is. By the hot tub, getting all the information.
Bring it up through the bottom.
But you have to know where this wood's gonna be, right?
Once that down, we
Yeah.
can drill through, measure, and everything. Let it down. Then you have conduits sticking up.
Right. To work with.
And then
It's
your
all hidden.
electrician can wire it.
So while Jeremy is shopping for hot tubs, I've just discovered this little thing. My grandmother had one of these. It's like a little toy cast iron oven. I played with that all the time as a little kid. I haven't seen one of these in 30 years. So I showed Jeremy every single stove in there, and the only thing he was interested in was the hot tub and the one stove that is out of stock.
They have spas here. I didn't know they had spas here, so that was a great surprise, and I was able to talk to the sales guy. We kind of roughly worked something out, so we'll
Yeah.
see where it goes.
Yeah, so the sales guy said if Jeremy agrees to buy that hot tub, that he will sell us the display model on the stove.
What's that? Sorry?
You know what we need around here is some good simple living.
That's funny. Sorry about the interruption. We actually had some folks from the business next door come over to chat with us. We got a deposit put in on our wood stove. I think that's going to work out great. We got the one that we originally wanted. They said they might not be able to provide for us, so things panned out there. Don't know where things are going to go yet with the hot tub, but I'm cautiously optimistic.
He's going to try to talk me into that hot tub by saying that I'm going to get the wood stove sooner.
It was beautiful. We're driving back home. We are really close to our property right now. We're noticing that there is a brush fire, a wildland fire that has popped up at the top of one of the ridges about 3 or 4 miles. The base of the mountain that's on fire right now is about 3 or 4 miles away from our property. And in doing some research on community forum pages and stuff like that, it sounds like they're not devoting any resources to this fire as of yet because it's in a really steep drainage. So we can't get anyone on the ground to combat the fire. And apparently all the air resources are actually being used up elsewhere for higher priority fires right now. So we're gonna keep our eye on this. It's definitely gonna bear watching. It's just a good reminder of why it is we've done the things that we've done on our property, with going with the Everlog concrete siding on our house and taking down trees and coming up with a buffer right around our house and our garage build and all that. So a little concerning. Don't like seeing that on our way home. It's kind of ironic since we were just looking at wood stoves and all that. But we'll watch it. Hopefully things die down overnight, and if not, we'll see what happens, see where it goes.
This morning is pretty hot and smoky. We don't want to spend too much time outside, and we don't actually have Donnie back till tomorrow. So we just have one small little project that we want to knock out. We are going to be joining all of the cool kids and getting our Starlink hooked up today.
Yeah, no more dial-up connection for us.
No.
And myspace.com. Those are good times.
Yeah.
I think now this also means that we can send a fax to somebody else on the other side of the state. Technology. Starlink setup seems pretty straightforward and relatively easy to set up. You have your satellite receiver. This will be mounted to the outside on one of the fascia boards toward the back side of the house. That will be plugged into a mounting bracket, which I bought aftermarket. It's not perfectly compatible, so I'm actually gonna have to make some modifications to this to make it work. Then there's 75 feet of wire that comes off of this receiver, plugs into your modem, which will be in our house in the great room. Not quite sure how all this is gonna work as of yet. We're gonna figure it out, as we always do. Get the light on.
When you wake, you see the skies with open ears and open eyes. What some mistake as naivety, greater weight than gravity.
Can't tell what color it is.
And they could know. And they could know.
The first step to getting your Starlink gear set up is to download the app, which I did to my phone. Once you log into the app, it actually directs you to go to the spot on the exterior portion of your home where you are hoping to mount that satellite receiver. There is a scan test that has to be done from that spot. We did that test. We had positive results saying that there was a good signal that was going to be picked up. So now we're going to get everything moved over and attached to that fascia board.
You got a nut. Stop it.
Double Dutch, come on.
I'll dress in black. Oh,
Took like 10 seconds.
I didn't know what you were doing.
I was holding out hope. Connected. Booting up. I think it's gonna start moving around again. It says it's booting. I like that, it's funny. All right, we've got everything roughly set up. Gonna run a speed test.
Yep.
Curious to see how this performs.
What's our current one?
I have no idea. We can go back in and test that too though.
Well, that looks like a massive improvement from what we have now.
It seems to be. Our download speeds, according to this test, kind of vary in the mid-teens, anywhere from 12 to 18 megabits per second. And then for upload speeds, we're ending up anywhere from 5 to 9 megabits per second. So happy with it. It seems to be working really, really well. So the last thing that we have to do in order to get this set in its final resting place is going to be to run all of our wiring up through the soffits, across our attic space, and then down our bedroom wall. It'll pop out on the great room side. That's where we'll make the final connection for our router. Smack myself in the face. Thank you. All right, you hopping up here? You know what you're doing?
Yep.
Speed it through. I'll talk to you from the attic.
Okay. I hear noise. Ah, you got it. Success. Okay. Okay. Ow. Now that we got that wire run through the attic, Jeremy is going to walk it across the attic and then drop it down through the great room wall, and I'm going to attempt to grab it out of the outlet hole that is going to pop out underneath the desk, which is where we're hoping to put the router. Okay, so after quite a few minutes of trying to get this up to Jeremy, it is getting stuck on something in the wall and we can't make it work. So he's going to instead try fishing the wire down using a stiffer pole. Hopefully that works. Got it! That was a pain in the butt. Easy as that. Oh, you look like Ace Ventura. I got out of the Shark Tank. Aw, Jeremy, your new shorts that you've had for 15 years.
I need a break.
What happened to your pants? All right, let's get it plugged in and see if it works. Does this outlet work?
Should, yeah. Plug it in. Light is on. We are on and we are working. So exciting. We finally have internet in the house, mama.
So after a long and sweaty afternoon, we got our Starlink up and working, and we're really excited because we haven't had internet in the house yet, and homeschool starts in 2 weeks, and I'm hoping to do some of the homeschooling in here. So I'm excited about the internet.
Yeah, it'll be really nice. So in the meantime, we're gonna head back out, and then, we're gonna head back out. Let's check on the fire, and I need to get cleaned up and find some new shorts to wear, because these are now trash.
Boing. Vixen, you relax, man. So we're gonna do with our day. Boing, 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 boing. Hello.
Mama, you concerned about the fire?
Yeah, I mean, I am, because it looked like it was improving. Hi, Bubby. It looked like it was improving this morning, and then throughout the day, as it got hotter, it definitely grew. It's much bigger than it was yesterday. So it's still not doing anything about it. It's just a low priority fire. There's not a lot of us that live this far out, but I mean, we're watching it. It's concerning. I mean, you obviously worry about the horses and stuff. If the winds pick up, that sucker could spread pretty fast. As the week went on, we continued progress inside the house, and the fire in the mountains continued to grow. The last update we heard is that the fire has now grown to 800 acres with 0% containment. This fire reminds us that no matter what plans we may have, there will always be outside forces that test us. Things that are outside of our control that have the ability to change it all. The week only got worse when we woke up to the loss of our beloved Fozzie Beastie. It was just this past spring that he was born here, and we all loved him. We aren't sure what happened to our sweet Fozzie, and that's perhaps the most difficult part of all of it. That, and seeing our kids experience the loss of their friend. So whether it's a fire, or an illness, or a birth, or a loss, it's not always us that gets to write the story. And this week has served as a very stern reminder of that. There's good and bad in life, and no one's immune to that. And in a weird way, it's what makes life the adventure that it is. The peaks and the valleys, the celebrations and the heartache. It's what makes each of our stories the unique, beautiful, messy journeys that they are.